Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about curly hairstyles and how to grow them out. I've been getting a lot of DMs from people saying, I'm trying to grow my hair to a certain type of style. I don't know if it's right or not. So I'm just going to search on Google for a bunch of hairstyles with guys with curly hair, somewhat wavy, but more on the curly hairstyle, and give you some tips and pointers so that you may be able to grow your hair out into a certain type of style. All right, so here is a hairstyle that you may not see often, but I have been getting requests and people sending me photos of wanting to grow their hair out into a more curly hairstyle like this. So if you're growing your hair out from something really, really short on top or the sides, say really, really short on the sides and the top is, a little bit longer, your hair has to go through an awkward stage. And the awkward stage may be it being very poofy on top or very poofy throughout the sides. So what you need to do is make sure that when you're getting your hair cut to grow out to something like this, that it's layered, and make sure that the layers are pretty much rounded and all even so that it grows out much more shapely, right? So it's not really, really crazy or out of control. Because what's gonna happen is as it's going through the awkward stage, you may feel like, oh, I've got so much hair on top or not as much on the sides. Trust me, that's fine, because if it's too heavy and bulky here, it's gonna end up looking like a big circle or a triangle or a house, right? Like a roof. You don't want that. So make sure you're getting your hair layered and you'll have a better time growing it out. Here's another example of a style that is a little bit more on the edgy side, but once again, you can see his hair is very, very thick, but it's shaped into itself so that there's a lot of layers, and it's more based on the hair having a very, very unique look. All right, here is another one. Right, this is a style that a lot of people seem to have wanted because of TikTok. This is something that you could either have naturally, right? You can have this type of curl naturally, or you may have to get a body wave or a perm, which I've done videos on. But if you're trying to grow your hair out, say from this type of style into something like this, right? Then you're gonna have to be very, very patient and realize that the top is gonna get longer quicker than the sides. And then that's when you go in and you get maybe, after a certain amount of time, it's better to have it grown out looking longer, right? Having the hair longer than having it being, too short to get it cut. And you could end up getting it hacked, and you don't wanna do that. All right, here's another great example. This is an amazing haircut, by the way. I don't know who did this, but it's really, really great haircut. But as you can see, another trending type of style to where, you got maybe like a number 2 guard in through here, and it's all blended in through this area to where it's probably, say, 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, probably about 4.5 inches in through here. But you can see how the flow is going into the haircut, and this is the longest point. So if you do have curly hair and you're trying to grow it out, you have to always have the front or the top the longest, because it's gonna shrink up and it's not gonna look right. So it's okay. I know it may feel like you have a ton of hair, but there's nothing wrong with having a ton of hair. You know what I mean? So that is another really good hairstyle. Here's another one. This is a bit more, of a tighter fade and taper down through here. And then once again, the entire top is longer and it has a thicker type of hairstyle. So let's just go down a bunch of just random styles like this. This one is a bit, I would say it's okay, but you see what happens if you have curly hair, right? You're always going to end up having a lot of hair throughout the top, right? You're always going to have a lot of hair throughout the top, because if you've got thicker hair, usually your hair is going to be curly, and it's going to have a lot. You're going to feel like you have a ton of it. So have the sides tapered, and it's going to really emphasize the top being a bit more stylish. Okay, let's see here. Here's another one, right? So I think you're getting the understanding of most of these styles. If you're going to wear it really, really short, this always has to be longer. And pretty much every haircut that I've shown, the top has to be longer, because from a styling perspective, that's where we're going to go into styling now. Literally, my product Tidal Wave, or my Power Cream, or my Blow Dry Cream, or 25 spray. 25 spray is always a great base, but for something like this or any of the curly styles, just spray in like 4 or 5 spritzes of Tidal Wave, scrunch the hair, and let it air dry but make sure you're scrunching the hair when it's damp to set in those curls. Then you can even spray Tidal Wave one more time and you're gonna be in good shape. But a lot of it has to do with you set it and forget it, right? You don't wanna end up, you know, creating a mess when the hair is drying, because the more you actually run your fingers through it, the worse of a situation you're gonna have, okay? So spray on Tidal Wave, scrunch it, set it and forget it. And, you know, always make sure that you're maintaining your hair with using conditioner, right? Conditioner works well, especially on curly hair. But yeah, if you are growing it, you're gonna always have the top looking a bit longer, and that's what I suggest. That's always what I suggest when the hair grows out, especially if you're trying to have a curly type of hairstyle. So hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you found it helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.